Hi guys, Nerdy Perkins here, doing a review for One Piece episode 737, The Birth of the Legend, The Adventure of Revolutionary Warrior Sabo. So this was a really good use of kind of filler. It was mostly implied filler, but the chapter that this is based off of didn't have nearly as much going through, like Sabo being kind of raised by the revolutionaries. Let's just a quick rundown. We have the opening with Luffy, Bellamy, Law, Usopp, Robin, Kondro, Kinemon, Frankie, all at Kiros's house. Really funny gag where everyone just kind of slowly passes out, other than I think Zoro, Robin, and Frankie. And I think Kinemon and Kondro are awake as well. And we have Frankie fixing up his face, which is really awesome. Really reminiscent of, yeah, I think there's a couple scenes in Terminator where you have the Terminator like kind of fixing and working on like his broken skin and face. But then Sabo ends up showing up, and he just says he wants to see Luffy before he goes off with the revolutionaries. He has to leave so quickly because CP0 is on the island, which worries him a lot, and we'll get to more of them in future stuff in a future episode or so. But anyway, sorry about that. To the actual, then we flash back to Sabo, when he first gets shipwrecked by the Celestial Dragons. Just a note I wanted to throw in there is the wind effect that they throw in whenever Dragon's around. Really cool. Really continues to hint that his Devil Fruit power is likely a wind-based one, possibly like a storm-based. We aren't entirely sure on that yet, even in the manga itself. So very cool little touch there. We get some really cool and fun cameos with Ivankov and Kuma showing up again, which is really cool. Yeah, I thought the first half of this episode before the the middle portion was pretty well paced. It was mostly covering stuff we had kind of seen before. One thing that I will note that I was kind of disappointed that didn't kind of make it into the episode itself was that we do find out in the manga that after they pick up Sabo, they do make a stop on the island where Zoro was trained. I think in the manga itself we actually get a little cameo of young Zoro kind of doing a little bit of training. I don't know why they skipped that. It may have been timing. I'm not entirely sure, but besides that, we skip ahead to after the break, and we have kind of the warriors getting settled in at the palace. I really liked the interaction between Cabbage and Bartolomeo, where Bart just has him like all chained up because he's afraid that Cavendish's like evil side is gonna come out and try to kill everyone. And then we kind of get back into the flashback. I liked Sabo's little montage that happened. Really cool stuff going on there. We kind of see him training, and we get a really cool little like mini fight where he first starts using his I guess pipe as his weapon, and we get a cool little fight with Kuma, him, and Dragon. Really short, but still very cool to watch. We also get to see the revolutionaries in action, which I really liked. We see them kind of fighting against a force that seems to have captured some civilians as well as some of their own members. We also get, I think, a hint of Sabo using observation hockey, and we also see him using the armament hockey, which we knew he could use. I'm not sure if manga-wise we ever see him use observation, though, so that's an interesting little touch there. The parallels when they were kind of showing off Sabo on his journey, and then they show Luffy and Ace both leaving for their journeys at the same time to kind of like show you when each thing is kind of taking place. I thought that was a really nice touch that they threw in there. And the last thing is that I actually really don't mind that they're kind of splitting this up into 2 episodes. We kind of got the first half here, and we're going to get the second half with some more stuff. And if you watch the preview, we kind of see what's going to happen. Yeah, my overall thoughts, this is like a great way for them to kind of do filler and kind of give themselves a little breathing room, and like to kind of like, yeah, give themselves some breathing room just to get through and not have to worry about getting too close to the manga itself. Yeah, I like all the implied filler is really good. I thought it was actually really well animated. I thought like the Sabo montage scene looked really, really nice. Yeah, other than that, it was just, like I said, great to see some characters we haven't seen in a while kind of make little cameos. And just some of the like hints that we get with Dragon are really cool as well. So yeah, that's about it. I would say I would give this probably a 4 out of 5 if I had to score. Like I said, really good elements, well paced, good animation. Yeah, I just would have liked to see maybe a little bit more from the manga brought over, specifically like Zoro's little cameo in there. As well as I think, if I recall correctly, there's a little bit more with Dragon and what he does in the to kind of save people from that fire in back on Gao Kingdom, when Sabo kind of warns him. I may be getting that mixed up with the main flashback that happened during after the Paramount War, but I'm not entirely sure. You can correct me if I'm incorrect about that. But yeah, anyway, guys, like I said, probably about a 4. Maybe like, yeah, 4. I like that one. Anyway. If you'd like the video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe if you want to get more One Piece content, and yeah, until next time, guys, stay nerdy.